Hello everybody, welcoming you into the Student Rec Center here at Conestoga College's Doon campus, where the Conestoga Condors are set to take on the Redeemer Royals. Conestoga, looking for redemption, lost to the Royals earlier this season by 4 points. These teams are ready to get started. We have the action for you right now. Let's get into it. Starting lineup for the visiting Redeemer Royals: Tomás Barbosa, as well as Jeremiah De La Forsta, Rackray, Hasselpour, and Story. Conestoga will counter with Davis, Philivong, Hart, Lloyd, and Liao. And we are underway. Conestoga will start with the first possession of the game, and it will be number 11, Luca Philivong, quickly bouncing over to Emmanuel Liao, wearing number 35 in white. Conestoga will be going from left to right on your screen, and Redeemer in red will be going right to left. This one into the corner for Hart, who will let it fly. This three-pointer off the mark.
Hold 16 here. False red, 16.
Foul going to be called on Jackson Thrackbray. Philivong with a burst of speed down Broadway, and he will get the opening points for the Condors. Luca Philivong, great burst of speed, finishing at the net. The zip over it is going to be Armin Fizabora, as he will lose his footing. Looking for a pass, and he is able to find it. That's Ty Story. Story in the corner. Now has it back, and this shot will not be able to get up, and Lloyd grabs the loose ball. Conestoga sets back out.
Come on.
Conestoga coming in on a 2-game win streak. Nice bounce pass to Lloyd. He will lose the handle momentarily, and another player hits the hardwood. Jose Davis goes up with the layup off the glass, and in his first bucket of the game.
Crowd.
Conestoga starts off with a 4-0 run.
Landon!
Foul going to be called on Landon Hart, his first of the game.
Hey, yeah, Terrell, yeah.
Officials for tonight's contest: Rich Stecklick, Melissa Pham, and Mike Hardy. Action back and away off the inbound. Thackeray gets and go. He has it right back, and another give and go. This time it's Barbosa. Tomás Barbosa getting it into the paint. This shot will not find the net. It's kept alive momentarily, but it will be whistled down.
Hey, 5 seconds.
5 seconds on the shot clock. Plenty of time to have a set play for the Royals. It will be inbounded and will be knocked down. Hasselpour is going to get the opening points for Redeemer, and that cuts the lead in half. Will end the opening run for the Condors. Big man Emmanuel Liao was looking for a bucket. Instead, it will be a turnover. Zipped into the corner. The feet are up. It's set. It'll be clanging off the iron. No good. And racing back, it's going to be De La Forsta. Lloyd goes up. This one in and out. Players jousting for it. Story will come away with the rebound. Back and forth. Action-packed first few minutes, as the energy is definitely high. Jose Davis switches up and wide open. The shot is up and knocking it down. Hasselpour going to connect on his first three-point attempt. That will give him 5 points and the Royals the lead. Kicked out. Lloyd lets it go. This one will be off the mark. Rebound taken in. Offensive board for Liu. Liao unable to convert. He gets his own rebound. His shot goes up, and a foul going to be called, sending number 35 to the line. Yeah, currently leads OCAA in rebounds per game with 11.1. Has a massive presence in the paint. He's heading to the line for the first 2 free throws of the game, and he is currently a 64.4% shooter. Second shot will be in and out. Grabbing the loose ball is Lloyd. he will keep possession, swinging it over. That is going to be back for Philivong. Philivong kicks out in the corner, swinging now. Davis, quick passing, and this is going to be turned over. Racing back up the floor. Ona is going to be stopped on a good back check from Terrell Lloyd. Give and go. Barbosa drives into the paint, kicks out. Trying to close the gap was Osei Davis. This off the back iron and will be kept alive. Elijah Ona keeps it going. This will be up and in. 7-5 our score. As Liao has it. Be looking for a pass, able to find a in Philivong, who will let it fly from deep. This one will be slightly off the mark, tiptoeing the line. Now cutting hard, going out through the middle, and it will be swatted away by Lloyd. Lloyd with a good defensive play will negate the possession for the Royals. Conestoga looking to draw back to even. Philivong cuts in, will be turned away momentarily. Yeah, with a good move, and a travel will be called. That will negate the possession. As Obang coming into the game for the Condors. Deemer also making a substitution. Zelipur currently has all 7 points for Redeemer. Nadir Obeng coming away with the ball. Good pass, he has to duck out of the way. Nice bounce pass, finds Liao, and it will go off the glass, and Liao gets his first bucket, as that will give him 3 points. His other point coming via the free throw earlier on in this quarter. 7-all as we play on in the mid part of this opening quarter. If you're just tuning in, Redeemer in town for the second and final regular season meeting between them and the Conestoga Condors. At another steal for the Condors as Lloyd spins away. And that is going to be a travel.
Yeah. Mike, front court.
Front court inbound for Royals. Forced set to inbound, having a quick look around. Going to connect with Ona. Bring it over. Zelipur in and out. Almost gave it back to him. Opting to not. This shot will not fall. And the putback attempt. Zelipur adding 2 more to his ever-growing total. Obang bouncing it over. It is going to be Liao trying to find an opening. It's Lloyd. Lloyd drives down into the paint, and he'll finish through contact. Lloyd gets his first bucket. Trying to match up against Zelipur. Going to be a tough task for him all night long. This shot just missing. And Obang tiptoeing the baseline. Obang with a good burst of speed, moving forward. It will be off the rim, no good. And then a foul will be called.
35 white, 85.
A foul on the Condors with 4:10 to play. Various substitutions going to be made. Sadira into the game, well as Awaraji and Bufong. Redeemer back with the ball. Going to work is Barbosa. Barbosa matched up with Obang. This one into the corner, and it will be good. Story will connect, and now he has 3 points in the contest. Conestoga looking for a response as they trail by 3 after the triple. This pass in for Trier, in and out of his feet, and now racing back up the floor. Here come the Royals. It's Arnold. Arnold with the reversal, and he will be fouled. with a burst of speed heading towards, and the foul is called. Arnold, a 75% free throw shooter, will be good on that one. He will go 1 of 2. Out the corner, 3 for Buffon. Rattles around. Shadira can't corral the offensive rebound. And with a burst of speed, here comes Cole Arnold. Arnold with a nice move. Bounce pass. Off the glass, no good. Awaraji grabs the board. Time continuing to tick away in the first quarter. 3:10 to play. Philavong coming back. Philavong closely watched by Arnold. There comes the screen. He works off it, kicks it out in the corner. Oh, bang! This will head out of bounds. As Philavong heads off, that brings Adam Eichholz into the game for the first time. Eichholz, the 6'2" guard from Kitchener, Ontario. Veteran member of this team. He will switch on. He's trying to watch Barbosa. Barbosa with the pull-up. There will be a tip, and now there's a double dribble. We'll bring Kamayu into the game for Chadira. 13-9 still our score as Eichholz now sets out on this possession, going to be closely watched by Arnold. Eichholz having a look, finds Kamayu. Kamayu, such a force in the paint. He will go up, count the bucket, plus the foul. Right on cue, Brandon Kamayu drives hard, working through the contact. You can see it right there on his right hand and finishing with his left, which has a chance to make it a 3-point play. And now coming back is the Redeemer Royals after the missed free throw. Arnold trying to work around the screen. He will let it fly for 3. Will just miss. Obang grabs the board. Now he'll move out for the Condors. Obang with some nice handles, trying to generate some space. Will feed Kamayu, zips it over. Awaraji, good! Awaraji for 3. Over 200 career points, 4 games with multiple threes. As he continues to be a lethal shooter for the Condors. The 6'4" forward from London connects. That is the first made 3 for the Condors. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Right over trying to get a closeout was Eichholz. He's trying to get over there to Arnold. And this will clang off the iron. Conestoga regains the lead after the 3 from Awaraji. Obang has the rock. The in and out of his hands of Kamayu, and a foul will be called. Foul going to Fazelipour. Timeout will be taken by the Royals. And with that opportunity, we will take a look at the standings in the Western Conference. Humber sits atop with a 9-1 record, having won their last 2. Conestoga and Redeemer in action tonight, currently right above each other in the standings. Conestoga 8th, Redeemer 9th, as the Royals come in with a 2-8 record. Conestoga 4-6. But this would be a massive game in terms of playoff implications, as both teams would like to get the win here. This is the second game of the season for Redeemer, as they would have a game against Mohawk, 94-74 is how that one would end on January 10th. They would lose that game by the score. De La Forza led the team with 15 points, going 3 of 10 from 3-point range. 2 players had 10 points off the bench. Conestoga will keep possession. Kamayu set to inbound. As Obeng working on his man. Time ticking away. 8 seconds on the shot clock. He'll drive into the paint. He'll plant his feet. A little fadeaway and he'll connect. Ladira Obeng with a nice bucket. Conestoga widens the margin to 3. Arnold trying to direct some traffic. Under a minute to go in the opening quarter. This room zipping it over, and that is going to be a kick ball from Kamayu. Make it over, will not be able to get to Arnold. However, it is in the security of Story who lets it go, and that will connect. The 3 ball good. That draws everything back to even just as we started, 16 all. 2 possessions left. Eichholz sends into the corner. Conestoga continue to get a lot of ball touches in their possessions. On the point for Kamayu, who will give it a kiss off the glass. And that will fall. Make it 4 points for number 44. Barbosa works around one man now. He'll drive. And it's going to be, I believe, foul going to be on Kamayu for the push. 12.5 seconds left on the clock. He was able to get that rejection, but it is going to be 2 free throws now for Tomas Barbosa. Barbosa, the Brazil native, is currently shooting 77.4% in his 3rd year of eligibility. Second one good as well. 18 all, 12.5 seconds. Conestoga can get the last shot off in the opening quarter. Obeng driving. He'll kick out into the corner for Eichholz. And it will be going back the other way. And the Royals now could have the last possession of the quarter. Off the inbound, Arnold going to have Eichholz draped on him. The shot has to get up from deep. And will clang off the iron. No good. After a quarter, 18 all. You're watching OCAA men's basketball action. The Condors taking on the Royals here on OCAA Live. Things set to get underway for the second quarter of action. Kamayu leading the Condors with 4 points. Kazelipour with 9 for Redeemer. Currently not on the floor. Has 2 fouls in this game. Might be managing his minutes a little bit with those 2 fouls to keep him in the game. This shot gonna roll around and not fall. Kamayu comes away with the board, his second. Billabong back into the game. Be looking to generate some offense and a nice crossover. Little no-looker now driving baseline. Goes Ladira. Obey with the reversal. A beautiful play executed to perfection for the Condors with a nice finish from Obang. Conestoga now with the lead. Zipping it in. It's out into the corner. Awaraji tries to close the gap. This shot clanging off the iron. Awaraji coming down with another board. He got well up there to secure this one. Gonna be into the corner. Thinking about it was Davis. And he'll have a no-look feed to Obang. Kamayu trying to drive in. He will not be able to get it. Gets his own rebound. Puts it up and in. Brandon Kamayu again. As he continues to impose his will in the paint. 48 points this season. The Cameroon native is having himself a half. That will be another foul.
Joe, don't blame me. Your reach.
That foul will be on Kamayu. Another very close game between these two.
44. That's why. I got it. I saw 8.
Conestoga lost the game to the Royals on November 4th by 4 points, 86-82. That snapped a 2-game win streak between these two that the Condors had. Conestoga is 4-10 all-time against Redeemer. Would love to improve on those numbers here this evening as Luka Philovon connects. And he's fired up after knocking down that on a trip downtown. Billabong trying to close the gap, driving forward. Oh no, Awaraji, it's out of his reach. And that will be good. De La Forsta with his first made 3 on 2 attempts. Lead remains just 3 points for the Condors. Under 8 to play. Obang up. He's going to be fouled and head to the line. Obang in his third year has 112 points this season. Is 75.9% shooter from the charity stripe, and this is going to be his first 2 shots. Two of 2 for Obang as he will improve on those season numbers. Had 13 points versus Redeemer the first time around. Was 5 for 5 in free throws. Conestoga would love for him to have a similar performance here this evening as they try to even up the season series. Not if the Royals have anything to say about it. That pass a little bit behind De La Forsta. He's able to corral. Almost stolen away from Obang. The 3 ball up. The 3 ball good. As the threes are falling in this first half. Obang going up and he will be stopped momentarily and a foul called. Narula going to be picking up a foul. And that puts Obang right back to the line. Obang currently leading the team in steals with 18. Very big disruptor on defense. Almost had one in that last series, but it would remain with the Royals. And Obeng, another perfect trip for him. He now goes 4 for 4, up to 8 points. Lloyd coming into the game with that sends Obeng to the sidelines. Philivon closely watching his man. Little pump fake. Narula had it momentarily. Play along the perimeter. Good cut. Back Ray. Good pass into the interior, and that is going to be a foul on Hart. That'll be Hart's second foul in the early going of this game. Hart and Liao were a great 1-2 punch a season ago, providing a lot of offense. That is a deep three. It will be off the iron. Philivon grabs the loose ball, and with a head of steam, will set out and cross half court. Momentarily, and now swinging over into the corner for Davis with a couple nice crossovers. Bounce pass finds Liao, and it will rattle around and fall. Liao able to secure 2 more points right in his office as Conestoga widens the margin to 6. This shot up and will fall on a nice floater from the Royals. Philivon closely working on his man. Able to tip it over. Great pass from Hart in for Liao, and he will convert again. Excellent vision being recognized by Liao, giving props over to Hart. That'll be 2 more points for number 35. He's up to 7. The 3 ball is up and will be knocked down again. Della Forsta is second. It'll be Gabriel Della Forsta with 2 threes made. He's up to 6 points. Into the corner. That is going to be a foul called. 13 seconds on the clock. So Eichelt's coming back into the game for Philivon. Off the inbound, back to Liao. Quick handoff, trying to generate some space was Eichelt's, but he will opt for the pass. Jose Davis has a little bit of time. He will cut in now, hammers the brakes. Mid-range jumper off the mark. On the counterattack, here come the Royals. Eichelt's working on his man. Barbosa going up, and that is going to be rejected. Punch free momentarily. It's kept alive by the Royals. Zipping it along the baseline. And it will be, looks like an injury. We play on as Conestoga has the ball. They go up court, zipping it over. Liao with a nice move up and in. As Barbosa looked like he was in some discomfort, grabbing at his left hamstring. He will stay in the game, giving the thumbs up to the bench. He will lose the handle on this ball, and will catch it right before it goes past half court. It's into the corner, lots of time, and will be good. Jeremiah Della Forsta now with 2 made threes. As the Della Forstas have a combined 4 threes in the half. This foul going to be on Liao. Quick conversation between the head coach, Avery Sun, in his 3rd year with the team, and one of the officials put that last play that resulted in a foul for Liao, who will be subbed off for Kamayu. That pass a little bit behind Fazelipour. He will go up, and he has 11 points in the half. A great start to the evening for Armin Fazelipour. Conestoga looking for responses. We are back to even. 35 all with 4:11 to play. Kamayu goes up, unable to get the bucket. hard chest pass finds Ona. Eichholz with a good defensive play. And now it's Adam Eichholz coming back. Eichholz drives down Broadway and will curl. Looking for an opening. Might have hard on the wing. He's opting to go to Kamayu. And this ball will fall. As I thought long and hard about it, but will be 2 more points for Brandon Kamayu. Great vision in his whole career for Eichholz, especially on that play, as he made something out of nothing. Count the bucket plus the foul. Foul going to be on Adam Eichholz as we get another look at this one. Eichholz a little perplexed as he thought he went straight up. Unless going to be a foul for Elijah Ona. Ona, the Hamilton native, currently in his rookie season. And that will make it a 3-point play as he improves on his free throw numbers, which is just above 500 on the season. And it will give the Royals a 1-point lead with 3:33 left to go. Obang working on his man, trying to find some space. Now slows the tempo down. Kamayu might have had Awaraji in that left corner. He's going to give it over to Philivong a little bit high. He is able to corral 4 seconds on the shot clock. 3, 2, and is going to be up for Obang, and he will be fouled. He's heading to the free throw line to shoot 3. We get another look at this play. And there's the contact when both players were coming down, hitting the leg of Obang. And that sends him to the line to shoot 3. Obang been very good this season. Season high in points, 17 that came against Mohawk. And he will go 3 of 3. Foul going to be on Kamayu, who is into some foul trouble. That's his 3rd. He will be subbed off for. Buffon coming in, Zelipur to shoot 2 free throws, his first 2 of the game. 50% shooter on the season. Zelipur has just played in 1 game this season. He is back into his second game and making a big impact, leading with a game-high 13 points currently. Up to Buffon, top of the arc. Good! Will Buffon connects for 3. After that 3, Conestoga with a 3-point lead. Philivong trying to close off the passing lane along the right side. Fazelipur backing down his man, and the foul going to be called on Fazelipur for the travel. That will negate possession for the Royals with 2:35.
Denver.
Philivong directing some traffic. Here comes the screen. It'll be swung back over to Buffon. That will negate any 3-point shot that Awaraji might have had as he had to corral. Obang going up! And he will not be able to get the shot to go. That loose ball is taken back in by Obang, and a good play from Philivong going up. Lloyd! That ball will not fall. On the counterattack come the Royals. It's going to be Cole Arnold, the Beamsville, Ontario native, in the corner looking for a pass. Just everything covered, but he was able to find an opening to Narula. Narula tries to get it, unable to. And that is going to be Lloyd coming down with the rebound. Lloyd had 596 points prior to this season, as Obang going to cash in again. Terrell Lloyd is the definition of a two-way player, doing on both ends of the floor. Can rack up the points and get key defensive stops time and time again, as this is going to be a 3-ball. The lead cut to just 2. As Fazelipour hits that, he's up to 16 points in the half. You can't get much better than that. Already doubling his season total coming into the game. Obang back to the line. And Obang will go 1 of 2 on that trip. That will snap his perfect streak in the game. He's now 8 for 9. But emphasis on making the free looks. When you have the free throws, focusing on making those shots, as this is going to be an empty possession for the Royals on the counterattack. Here comes Lloyd, kicks it out. Obang thought about the shot. He opts to step in, and now a great feed to our Raji, who will wait and be unable to get the shot. And now it is kicked out for Lloyd, who will fake the 3, and the floater in and out. A great pass finds Al Raji. He had the patience to outweight the defender, and the rim will reject him. Now will be no points for the Condors in under a minute to go in the half. Barbosa with some fancy handles will be able to kick out. Arnold hammers the brakes. It will rattle around and fall. Cole Arnold adds 2 more points to his game total. Moving forward, it's going to be Lloyd. He's getting it over to Buffon. Buffon lets it fly, and he's good again. Will Buffon feeling the 3-ball, his second of the game. Going forward, trying to turn away was our Raji, and that is a rejection by Lloyd. And Philibong lets it fly, and it'll hit the glass. And with that buzzer, that brings us to halftime. 49-45, Conestoga leads over the Redeemer Royals in their first home action of the 2026 portion of the season. Don't go anywhere, we're going to have the second half of action with some second quarter highlights as well. You're watching OCAA men's basketball action, part of OCAA Live. Things ready to get underway for the second half of action between the Redeemer Royals and the Conestoga Condors. Conestoga up by 4 with Ladir Obeng leading the charge. 14 points, 8 of 9 from free throws. With Fazelipour leading the Redeemer Royals with 16 points, 2 of 3 from three-point range. 3 different Royals have converted twice from deep. As action back underway, Conestoga will start with the ball. As it's going to be Luca Philavong into the corner. As Lloyd surveys the scene, little no-looker gets it up for Philavong, who will be off the mark, but it'll be corralled by Liao. The second chance opportunity, no good. Third chance, no. Liao still fighting for the ball, but it will finally end up into Royal hands, and they will settle for the possession. That is a great rejection. Amazing elevation from Obeng to turn away the Royals, as this is stolen away. Fazelipour throwing it out, setting the feet. It's up, and it will rim out. Shot off from Della Forsta. Couple of misses. Our score remains the same as it was at half. Both teams looking forward to open the scoring in the second half of action. Obeng with a pump fake finds Lloyd with some misdirection. And a nice bounce pass finds Liao. He's unable to convert. And there will be no second chance opportunity as Redeemer jumps on the loose ball. And that will be a 3-ball for Fazelipour. And that will open the scoring for the Royals as they now trail by 1 after the 3-ball. Lloyd kicks out of the corner. Jose Davis looking to answer, and he will. Jose takes a trip downtown. Now looking for a response are the Royals. Fazelipour again. This one will be off the mark. Coming back, a little no-looker from Philavong finds Jose Davis with some space. Driving down, kicking out. Lots of time. Obeng will be short. Obeng was all alone in the corner. Was unable to get the corner 3 to go. He will now be 0 for 2 on his 3-point attempts. Moving forward goes Barbosa. Quick little handoff, driving into the paint, and will be knocked away from Davis. And that will be out of bounds. It will remain with the Royals. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Good defensive play from Jose Davis, closing the gap, getting all ball. And that heads out of bounds. Inbound and left all alone. That shot will not be able to fall as Emmanuel Liao brings down the rebound. Good defensive play again from the Condors to negate the possession of the Royals. Philavong has some room. He throws it into the corner. Lloyd lets it go. Bangs off of the backboard. That ball's still alive. And coming back are the Royals. They still trail by 4. With just over 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. Slow start scoring, and this is stolen away by Lloyd, and that is going to be a push. Lloyd called for the push-off as he was in a one-on-one with Fazelipour, trying to create some space. As that is going to have the possession flipped over as now Redeemer sets out. It's going to be Arnold zipping that one on over to Barbosa. And Barbosa loses the handle on the ball. Obeng has a nice pass through a couple of defenders, and it is going to be Jose Davis with the finish. Great vision, Obeng with the stretch pass. Jose Davis says thank you very much, finishing it off. Good point for Conestoga. This one can go in the corner, and that is going to be a foul. The basket will not be able to fall as it is in and out. That sends Ty Story to the line for his first trip of the evening. Davis picking up the foul. The Smith Falls native now set to shoot 2 free throws. Has yet to make any this season. Has shot 1 so far in 1 game played. And he will be 0 for 2 on that trip. As Conestoga on the counter attack. Obang dancing around, floater, good. Obang up to a sweet 16 points now on the evening as he continues to lead the offensive charge for the Condors. As Liao trying to close out that one, having to try to find it was Arnold. And Conestoga able to negate the second chance opportunity. And now it's Philivong. He will drive now, hammer on the brakes. Find Lloyd in the corner, and that will be a travel on number 24, which will bring Awaraji into the game. Awaraji back into the game. Has the one made three. He's always a lethal shooter when he has some time and space. Doesn't take long to get his shot off. See if he's able to get the ball as a lane opens up. The easy lane for Fezapur. Zelipur adds two more to his ever-growing total. Obang looking for the counter. Foul going to be Uzomo going to be picking up the foul.
Yeah, right here, right here. Come on.
The inbound is going to find Liao. Liao closing in on another double-double. He just needs one more rebound and one more point. The shot will not count. There was a hold. Narula going to pick up his third foul of the game.
LA, corner.
Leo closing in on trying to pass his rookie numbers. He had 204 points in that rookie campaign, and that is a three ball for Luca Philawong! His second of the game. Focusing on one offensive threat, and another cashes in. As the floater was going to fall short, and is going to be taken in now. He's trying to keep it alive, but it was taken in from De La Force's errant pass. As Liao collected, this time off the rebound, it's Zelipur. Zelipur working on Awaraji. He drives high off the glass and in. Zelipur is a man on a mission, continuing to drive the offense. He's now up to 23 in the game. Liao loses the handle on the ball, trying to find it in the feet. He falls on it. There's going to be a hell ball. Will be Royal possession. Kavan Nath checks into the game for the first time. Nath had 103 points last season. Single game high is 17. See if he can get going with his offense in this game. He gets some floor time. Inbound action back underway, trying to close the gap, and it is thrown over. Awaraji closes out. The floater, no good. Nath soars up and brings it down, and able to evade the pressure was Obang. Here, Obang with a nice move. Generates some space. A mid-range jumper rattles around and falls. Obang now up to 18. Gets a rebound and races down the floor and cashes in. The lead grows 61-53 with just under 4 minutes to play. Fight for the ball is ripped away by Obang. It ended up with Liao, who sent a quick pass over. Conestoga looking to string some buckets together. Liao backing down his man into the paint. Liao up off the glass, no good. Here comes Fazalipur. Awaraji tasked with stopping him, but it is going to be Armin Fazalipur up to 25 now. A one-man wrecking crew in number 21 leads the offense for the Royals. Nice move by Obang up, unable to get the finish. It's a loose ball. Philivong jumps on it. Luca Philivong bounce pass finds Liao. Liao into the paint. And that is going to be an offensive charge on Liao. That'll be his third foul, which will bring Kamayu back into the game, also with 3 fouls. Points separating these two teams with just over 3 minutes to play. It's Conestoga looking to widen their margin, get a key stop and see if they can transition that into offense. Jousting for it! That is up, no good. First chance is no good, and Philibong gets the steal. Luca Philibong had some pressure on him, and now is able to find an outlet in Obang.
Oh, no.
A lot of traffic around the key. It'll be up and in. 2 points for Obang, who's up to 20. 2 different players in this game now have 20 or more points, in Obang and Fazelipur. This will head out of bounds. It will remain with the Royals as Eichel's coming back into the game. Conestoga really racking up the points in the paint, 36 of them to Redeemers 18. That has been their MO all season. It's being able to gel as a team, and they've done that, and now they're seeing that trust and all their efforts pay dividends as they are getting into those nice areas and converting. The step back 3 will not fall. Eichholz comes in, and that one heads out of play into the Condors bench. As Ona pleads his case, believes it was last touched by the Condors, it will be Condors ball. Kavan Nath has the ball. He'll be closely watched by Ona. The defensive consistency of the Condors has been something they've focused on all season long, preaching out to their players. Having a full 40 minutes allows them to generate such good offensive numbers as Kamayu and Lloyd go up, but it is Lloyd coming out and being able to get the floater to go. Looking for that communication. You can hear how loud these players talk to each other. Make sure they always know where each other is. It's a nice move by Ona, swings it out. There's a little pump fake from three-point line and it's stolen away. Defense pays dividends, getting it up to Nath. He's able to track it down. Kavan Nath is going to be fouled on the way up, as he was in a foot race. We'll get another look at this one. Long stretch pass fed up. Trying to close the gap was Fazelipur. And the foul right there, as that is going to head Nath to the line. But prior to that, it is going to be a timeout taken by the Royals. What we look at our keys to the game for the visiting Redeemer Royals is continuing to play hard and try to wear down their opponent and executing on offense. Currently, right now, the key player that has been executing has been Fazelipur, as he is 10 of 15 from the field, 3 of 6 from three-point land, and good for 25 points. Next closest would be the De La Forstas with 8 and 6 points. Conestoga looking to tweak a little bit of their rest of their season is their positive record. Ended the season ended the first half, with on a little bit of a negative note. They'll be looking to learn from the lessons, and they are looking at that film and looking to get back on the right note in their first game of 2026. And for Redeemer, they had an okay first half, looking to tweak a couple of different things as they look to make a playoff push. Will have to climb over the Condors to do so, as they sit one spot ahead of them in the West. Timeout over. Conestoga back on the floor. As now Nath set to shoot 2 free throws. A 75% shooter on the season is the Waterloo native. He had 15 points in that game against the Royals. Has been dangerous from deep. Conestoga would love to see if he can replicate similar numbers. He is on the floor in the second half of action, and he'll be good on the first free throw. Nath will be 1 of 2 on the trip. And it will remain with the Condors. 14 seconds put on the shot clock. As Eichelt set to inbound for the Condors. Vazellipur was a player that the Redeemer coaching staff, their head coach Stephen Hopkins, identified as a player that would have to have a big game in this game. That's prior to the inbound is going to be a timeout taken by Avery Sutton. Circling back to Vazellipur, that was a key player that Stephen Hopkins identified was going to have a big game in this one, and he has done just that, answering the bell. 25 points, 3 rebounds. Has 3 fouls, however, have to be a little bit careful in the remaining time. But you can't ask for much more from Vazellipur, who is just in his 2nd game of the season. And he has stepped up in a big way as the Redeemer Royals are without Parker Davis. Their leading scorer has 230 points on the season. Has the best points per game in the OCAA at 25.6. It's been a staple in their offense over the course of his tenure with the team. And it's always that next man up mentality, and Vazellipur has answered that bell. Good timeout taken by Avery Sutton. Make sure they can get their set play as this is sent on into Kamayu, who's going to look for an opening. He'll throw it through the hands of Alraji over to Eichelt. This is going to hit off the feet of Alraji. He throws up, has to get the shot up. Nath lets it go and banks it in! Kavan Nath, as the shot clock was expiring, the bank is open. Nath now 1 of 1 from 3-point land. And that is going to be an offensive foul taken. It will be a legal screen called. Now we are into the final minute of the 3rd quarter, 69-55 our score. Conestoga leading. We'd love to get a couple more points before the quarter expires, and will be a travel called, which will negate the possession. Now on the ensuing possession for the Royals, Nath trying to do a good job on Ona, throwing it up, good closeout from Eichelt off the bank and in. 2 more points for the Royals as they try to claw back. Trailing by 12, Eichelt having a look, finds Kamayu, has Nath open. Will opt to keep it himself. Brandon Kamayu in. And that one rattling around and good. That gets a big ovation from the Condors faithful. Kamayu adds 2 more to his ever-growing total. He's having himself a game. Nath tries to go to his end along with Kamayu. Double team coming. Lloyd trying to get there. Shot has to get up, and they will not. As great defense closing out the Royals. They were not able to get the shot up. 71-57 our score after 3. The fourth quarter is here between the Redeemer Royals and the Conestoga Condors. We are ready to go. Conestoga up 71-57. Got a key stop at the dying seconds of that third quarter. We're looking to try to stop Fazalipur, and there is going to be a foul called. Foul on Adam Eicholtz. He'll be his second of the game. Action back underway. Nath watching his man. Now Eicholtz switches on. Losing a handle on the ball. It's taken in by Lloyd. Lloyd racing up the right wing. Still with a head of steam. That is going to be Lloyd heading to the line. Good defensive play quickly up in transition. And Lloyd is a tough man to keep up with in a foot race. Steve is driving hard to the net. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Currently a 73.3% shooter this season. It's 117 points on the season, does the Woodstock native. Had a big game against Seneca, dropped 28 in that exhibition game as they were getting tuned up for the second half of the season. Basket will count on the play. And now it's back for the Royals. The shot no good. Kamayu grabs the defensive board. It'll be his fourth. Liao still 1 point shy of the double-double. And it looks like he will be coming back into the game. Nath drives, kicks out. Adam Eicholtz yet to shoot. Eicholtz driving. That one turned over. On the counterattack, Eicholtz immediately back on the defensive side of the ball. Fazalipur kicks it out into the corner. Moving over to the top of the arc. Nath trying to close down on his man. Conestoga flying on defense, trying to force a turnover. This shot going to be up and rattles around. Another 2 points for Armin Fazalipur. Make it 27 for him. Has 568 career points. 217 of them came in 2023-24. He's having himself quite the game. Shot up from Lloyd will be slightly off the mark. Now here come the Redeemer Royals trying to string some buckets together, see if they can get back in this one. Currently trailing Fazalipur splits the defense and will be out of bounds. Conestoga will take over possession. Eicholtz sets out for the Condors off the turnover. He will feed Liao. Now finds Buffon. Conestoga continue to pass very well. There it goes over to Nath. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Nath double teamed, loses the hand on the ball, able to corral. Finds Liao, has Lloyd. Eicholtz will be no good. There's going to be a whistle on the play. There's a couple substitutions coming in. Villavong and Obang, as well as Ose Davis into the game. Fazalipur now has a new single game high with 27 points in this contest. Very impressive offensive numbers from him. 2 minutes have come and gone. Conestoga still with the lead. Driving hard, and that foul going to be on Buffon to send Fazalipur to the line. Fazalipur in his 5th year heading back to the line. He's already 2 for 2 on the evening. He'll go 0 for 2 on that trip. Now Obeng sets back out for the Condors. He'll be met by Fazelipour. Here comes the screen. Rolling off it. Tiptoeing the line. Able to keep the play alive for the Condors. It's over to Liao. Liao trying to back down Fazelipour. He'll spin around. Emmanuel Liao going up and in. Double for the big man. Swinging out before he goes out of bounds. The 3 ball up. Clangs off the iron. No good. The second chance opportunity will fall. De La Forsta was able to corral the offensive board and get 2 more points. He's up to an even 10. Good pass from Obeng. Finds Davis. Rolls off the shoulder of Liao and out of play.
Luke. Again.
Will remain with the Condors. That brings Story back into the game. Seconds on the shot clock. The lob inbound finds Liao. Story closely watching him. And this will be off the mark for Liao. Quickly up. Go with a nice Euro step and the finish. As Tomas Barbosa able to find the mesh. With 2 more points for him. Conestoga leading by 11. Liao finds Obeng, and he'll take the contact, able to get his own rebound and the putback. And not able to get the second chance opportunity. Looked like there might have been a foul when Obeng went up, none called. So we play on. Philivong switches off. This pass, Aaron wanted that, as that is going to be out of bounds. Foul called on Story. Davis with the inbound, 6:18 left to play in this one. A pressure being applied now by the Royals, trying to force some turnovers. Conestoga does a very good job taking care of the ball. A foul going to be called. Narula. Warning to the bench has been assessed for the Royals. Inbound will find Liao. Finds Philivong, who lets the corner 3 go, will just miss. That shot will be just short now with a head of steam coming back up. And that foul going to be going on Buffon. Count the bucket. Be heading to the line to try to make a 3-point play is Tomas Barbosa. Swinging down, contact made to the right arm. That's what's going to send it to the line. Barbosa has 2 20-point games this season. 136 points last year, up over 100 points again. It's the rebound taken in by Liao. Cross court it goes. Now slowing tempo down. It's going to be Obeng. He'll lose the handle on the ball and will head out of bounds. And that will be a turnover. De La Forsta set to inbound. Arnold had the hot hand earlier in this game. He's looking to try to get some as he tries to back down Philivong, and it's Philivong will be taking the foul. Nath coming back into the game. This sends Arnold to the line to shoot 2, currently 75% on the season. has 70 points in 2 seasons with the Royals, averaging 4.1 points per game. And he will be up and over that with those 2 made free throws. Conestoga looking to add some insurance markers as Philivong tries to direct some traffic. Zips it across court over to Obang. Back over now to Philivong. Into the corner they have Nath. Nath will drive baseline. And this will be picked off. Great reactionary play from Jeremiah Della Forsta. And that leads to an offensive chance for the Royals. Bounce pass going up, and that is rejected. Oh my goodness, come on, Nath. And here comes Nath the other way, and he gets the finish. Count the bucket plus the foul. Holy Mackinac. Gavon Nath, one end, goes up, gets the rejection, and comes roaring in. Takes the contact right to his head, able to finish through it, and now can make it a 3-point play. One shot for Nath. And he will convert, making it a 3-point play. 3 points for number 3. As Conestoga back to leading by 10. So we cross the midway point, and Ladir Obeng almost had the turnover, but keeping it alive. This one getting over to Arnold, kicks out. Fazelipour thought about the shot, now moves over. This shot will fall short and be punched out, and will head back the other way. Conestoga gets the ball back, looking to widen the margin. Currently lead by 10. Little no-look pass again from Philivong, going up. Liao was better than a 10-point lead. Make it 12. It's Conestoga up to 79. This one into the corner. Lots of time. The shot will not be falling, and it will be a rebound. That's going to be taken for Lloyd off the turnover. Back the other way. Story goes up and will lose the handle on the ball. Will stay with the Royals. For the inbound. Is this one going to be up and the easy lay-in? Philivong did everything he could to try to negate the inbound, but able to find an open man and convert. Going against the screen this time was Obeng. No look, finds Nath off the glass and in. Kavon Nath coming off the bench, dropping 9. He continues to have a hot hand in this game. Working on Fazelipour. It is going to be a 2-point play for Fazelipour. He's up to 29. Obeng crosses half with 3 minutes and some change. Kicks it out into the corner. Lloyd lets it go. Will just miss. And Liao hits the ground hard. He's slow to get up. Now racing back up on an odd man rush. There's going to be a foul on Terrell Lloyd for the block. Be his second foul of the game. This is going to be into bonus territory for both teams. And Captain Barbosa will be good on both. Billabong working on his man, that is Tomas Barbosa. Good crossover handles from Billabong, zips one on over, that finds Obang. Obang, the team leader in points with 20. Bounce pass finds Nath and gets it over to Liao, back to Nath. Now a head back the other way. The key turnover for the Royals in the late stages of this fourth quarter. Billabong closely watching his man. And the reversal, and now that's a switch over from Billabong. Move over into the corner. The floater no good. Obang got the rebound. A long stretch pass finds Nath. He's able to corral. Reaching behind him. Kavan Nath up and in. Oh my! Oh, the highlight film. Kavan Nath from a near impossible angle somehow finds a way to get the shot to fall plus the foul. We're going to want to see this one time and time again. Has his back to the rim and is able to get the shot off the glass and in. Racing after it, Nath tries to keep it alive. And it will be last touch by Nath and out of bounds. .222 to play, 10 points separating these teams. It's a long stretch pass taken in. Lloyd trying to wrestle for that ball, will not be able to have that. And that is swatted away by Obang. Not today. As Obang swats it out of bounds. Great closing space. It was kicked out. Obang in the key, races over, full extension, gets his hand on it. As this shot up and will fall. De La Forsta, number 17, Gabriel De La Forsta, good for the 3 ball. As Obang has a look, nothing to be had, finds Liao. Liao into the key, he'll spin, go up and in. Hits the front part of the rim, the momentum carries the ball over, he's up to 15 points. 4 different Condors now with double digits, 3 Redeemer Royals with double digits. It will be out of bounds, and there's going to be a timeout taken. .85-76 our score after a timeout taken by the Royals. As these teams trading shots back and forth, up and down the court. Be a quick breather and we'll be right back to the action. Billabong set to shoot a free throw. And it will fall. Might have willed that one in. As you saw him leaning forward and the ball went just that direction. 17 seconds on the shot clock. Lloyd was trying to punch that one free from Fazelipour. Bounce pass, and that one stolen away. No looking steal from Obeng. Searching up, going up to Lloyd, and he'll slam it in. Terrell Lloyd slams it home, and that gets a roar from the Condors faithful. 2 more points in style from Lloyd. This 3-ball clangs off the iron, and Lloyd gets the rebound. Lloyd moving forward, closely watched by Della Forsta. 88-76 our score. Into the corner for Nath. Philavong now towards the logo, trying to work around. 6 seconds on the shot clock. No looker finds Lloyd. He'll pump fake, drives baseline. The shot up, and it will fall. Terrell Lloyd back-to-back buckets as he had Royals draped all over him. This mid-jumper is good for Fazelipour. Awaraja and Kamayu back into the game. Conestoga up to 90 points, leading the Royals with 78. Under a minute to go. As the Let's Go Condors chant is here. Bounce pass finding Philavong. He's got some room to work. Then Philavong kicks out in the corner. Nath! And this will be just off the mark. Racing back up goes Story. Story now hammering on the brakes. Driving up down Broadway, no good. Second chance opportunity will be punched free. Kept alive by Della Forsta. Fazelipour will be just short. And now Obeng has the ball. Shot and game clock separated by about a second, maybe a bit more. So Obeng content to try to kill as much time of this. Instead, driving now. And he'll go for the reversal, no good. Shot clock now shut off. On the counterattack, here come the Royals. Will be turned over, little pump fake, and Nath with the steal. Philavong has the ball, and that will do it. Conestoga starts off their 2026 with a win, 90-78, splitting the season series between these two. Well, that's what Redeemer is, right? Redeemer's a Christian.
Thank you.
Another close game between these two clubs. What allowed you to get the win in this one?
I think the biggest thing was our energy. I think that's what we picked up in the second half, and I think that's what made the biggest difference in this game.
And you have another game on Saturday against Humber. You lost the game earlier this season back in October. What do you have to do to get reset and get ready for that one?
Just like you said, I think we got to reset mentally, and we won this game, but we can't get too high off of this, so we just got to reset and just head into Humber with a different mindset. High energy.
Kevon, thank you very much for your time. Great game. Go enjoy your win.
Thank you, sir.
That does it for us here from the Student Rec Center. Conestoga starts off their 2026 season with a win, 90-78 over the Redeemer Royals. They'll be back in action against the Humber Hawks in a Battle of the Birds. Don't miss it. It is set for Saturday at 8 p.m. That does it for us here from the Student Rec Center. From all of us, I'm Andrew Shevkeski. Be sure to tell somebody you love them, and we will see you next time. That was fun.
We're leaving all this set up. Whatever you feel comfortable doing. It's all about the energy.